What's going on, guys? OneEyedBandit back again with yet another video talking about more Dragon Ball FighterZ, and today we're going to be doing another ranked match analysis. Now, I haven't actually done one in quite some time, but to give you guys a little bit of story into how YouTube works for me as a creator, I should tell you some things that I need to happen and that I want to happen so that this whole process flows better. Now, if you haven't noticed, I've been doing these things where I do polls and then I talk about the next DLC character. Well, there's a reason for that. It gets me views. Now, as a content creator, because I want this to be my job one day, the goal is to get views. But at the same time, if I do want this to be my job, I also need the money. I really do need the money. And so with views does come a little bit of money, but the key is watch time. So if I get watch time plus views, it's literally double the cheese, right? And my talk about the next DLC character videos, though they do get the views, they don't really get the watch time. Most of you, not including my subscribers, because mainly those videos attract newer people, and if they subscribe, that's on them. But for those of you who really haven't subscribed, one, you should. Two, those guys are literally clicking on the video, maybe watching about 30 seconds to 2 minutes or something like that, and then going away. So I can't keep their attention quite long enough, and that's kind of understandable. This is kind of where I need your help. How can I make those videos more watchable? What would make you stay? Obviously, those videos can be kind of boring simply because I'm literally just scrolling through people's comments and just having a discussion, and there's no background gameplay at all or anything. It's literally just me talking over some music. So that's why I've kind of come back to try to do some ranked match analysis, because that actually gets me a decent amount of watch time. People like to see matches, which is understandable. It's a fighting game. You enjoy that. But these don't get the views. So you can see my sort of dilemma here. But anyways, guys, it's whatever. We will talk about that once again another time. Other than that, let's just hop right in to some ranked games. So first, I'm going to start this match off with this guy, over 9,000 PR. I've ran into this guy so much the other day, like I just kept finding him in ranked. And then what really iced the cake for me when I was fighting him is after everything was said and done, I go to YouTube, I go to click on Dato Doyo's newest video, and boom, this guy is the first fight Dato has in that video. And in my head, I'm like, are you telling me I was like one fight away from fighting Dato and you guys being able to see it here on the channel? Because obviously that'd be some great content there, but I had to fight this guy instead, and he got to fight Dato, and yeah, but it just, that always happens though. I always fight people in Dato's video, but I never fight Dato. But other than that, this guy was pretty decent. Like he knew what he was doing, and a lot of times it felt like he knew what he wanted to do. And sometimes he would bag me, other times I would catch on, and you'll definitely start to see what happens during those points. Now, this fight specifically I chose, I'm pretty sure, because I get a comeback with Ultra Instinct Goku, and it's insane. This guy was running a team of Android 21, GT Goku, and Kefla. Very interesting team. GT Goku, a character that people have dropped, which is weird because he's still really good. Kefla, a character that people actually don't really care for after she dropped, which is nuts. I see people saying she's sauceless, which is crazy to me because I like Kefla, I just don't like her assists. So that's one of the reasons I don't truly play her. But I really do like her character, I like everything about her. And Android 21, probably one of the most talked about characters after Sonic Fox's tier list. This character to Sonic is the best character in the game. But I mean, that's what happens when you're like undisputed, basically. Wow, I could have had a happy birthday there. Undisputed, at least top 3 players in the world. You can just honestly get away with saying whatever. But I really do think Android 21 is really good at the game. She has some of the best Oki in the game, if we're keeping it a buck. She's just all around great, honestly. She has amazing buttons. The only thing that she's lacking is a hard knockdown, because her damage, I mean, her damage is really there. But yeah, she just doesn't have a hard knockdown, so it's kind of hard to play around that. But with great assist and everything, of course, every character can be pretty good with great assist, but she's pretty outstanding. I really enjoy this character though. But it's looking like this isn't the match where I get the comeback, so I'll probably show that next. But as you can see, you can already tell that this is the last fight that me and this guy had, because you saw how many reads I was getting on him. I just understood how he fought so well. Every time I ran into him, he would win the first match, and then I would he would win the first match, and then I'd win the next two. And because rank is so stupid, and now that you can only do first to twos, as we watch my Bardock get beat in the the lame game, because Bardock doesn't, his matchup, oh, cursed image, oh my gosh, oh my, I don't want to see it. Get it off of my screen, but anyways, I'll talk about what I was talking about in the next fight during the Ultra Instinct Goku comeback that I'm pretty sure is in there. But anyways, like I was saying in the last fight, for Bardock to be one of the best characters in the game for so long, his matchups are terrible. He has some of the worst matchups in the game because he doesn't have things like a beam. So this guy loved to do that, right? He would double jump in the corner, and you would see me get bagged so much by that because I'm ready to 2H it, but I always either 2H too early or too late. But every time I knew he would do it, which sucked. But anyways, like I was saying, for him to be one of the best characters in the game, his matchups are terrible as I get bagged into a freaking happy birthday. Does he kill? Okay, no, he doesn't kill Vegeta, I forget. But his matchups are terrible, right? Because he doesn't have you know, like a beam, he doesn't have really great amazing key blasts that are multi-hitting. He just can't do too much. Oof, as I whiffed that, messed up terribly. He can't do too much, especially against characters like Z Broly or even Super Broly. Mainly any character that has good multi-hitting key blast, Bardock doesn't really stand a good chance against. He does have the lariat, which can obviously, you know, move past the screen, and he, you know, can just, you know, he can just get across the screen, and of course you have to cover yourself with assist. But with every patch update that comes out, mainly season, well, yes, I mean every single patch update that comes out, he gets a slight nerf, and he's still great. Like the very first, I think, patch that happened to this guy, I don't think this is the UI Goku comeback either, man. But with every slight update that happens, he gets a slightly worse. Like when the very first update came out for him, wow, that was nuts. Even though he was supposed to, his sparking was supposed to get bagged by that, it didn't. But I still got the punish. His lariat got nerfed, right? So it wasn't as faster, and I believe the startup was, they made the startup a little bit slower. So everything beats the lariat now these days. But back in the day, that thing used to be disgusting. And on top of that, it used to jail after vanish, which is insane. Just the regular light lariat could jail after vanish. And then they made it to where the EX version could jail after vanish, and that made a little bit more sense. And then they took away from him that in season 3. And they made his up lariat a little bit worse with the landing recovery and stuff like that. So with every slight new season or new patch, Bardock gets a little bit worse. And it sucks for me as a Bardock player because I love the character in every fashion. Like this guy, I will never drop. I just love him. He's my favorite Dragon Ball character, so it would make sense. But, you know, little things like that hurt him. And I mean, granted, he's not, you know, super duper strong anymore. He's still great. I think the thing is, like, one of the topics of the community is how Bardock was no longer like top tier. And I get what people were saying. Me being a Bardock player, I understood. But it's not that he's not top tier anymore. It's literally that other characters are getting better. And once again, we'll talk about more of that in the last fight, where I hope I get the UI Goku comeback that I've been talking to you guys about. Damn it, let's do this. So with every patch, characters are getting better than Bardock, but you know, he's still great. He still has, you know, a plus on block move that not many characters have. He has some of the best buttons in the game in terms of frame data. He's all around, just look at, once again, just that double jump into super dash would bag me so much, even though I was ready for it. But yeah, he doesn't have things like, he has some of the best frame data in the game, but it's just not enough. It's not enough sometimes, and it doesn't help him that some of his matchups are terrible, like Z Broly. To evolve any more with Bardock, you have to evolve in this game altogether. You have to learn things like, I tried to get a TOD right there. You have to learn things like the moon jump that Goichi basically, he didn't invent it, but because it's always in the game technically, but you know, he's one of the people that's more notable of it. And you know, you have to learn things like that to evolve more with Bardock. It's like, you can't just pick up Kid Buu and be good with Kid Buu, because you know, Kid Buu is top tier, top 3 character in the game, period. And you know, he's most likely one of those, he's always been one of those characters that's too hard to nerf. But what people don't know is Kid Buu is actually pretty hard to use and to learn, and one of those reasons is because you have to know the game of Dragon Ball FighterZ. You have to know how to like genuinely play this game. You're only as good as your neutral when it comes to Kid Buu and stuff like that, and the same thing can go for Bardock. Like, you have to really truly know what you're doing while you're playing as that character. And you know, as characters get better than Bardock, you just again have to evolve. You have to know when to beat and how to beat people in neutral. So that's what I've just been learning. So yeah, right there, get a 2H. Most of this has been talk about Bardock, even though technically this video was supposed to be about UI Goku, as I get a freaking happy birthday, and I'm pretty sure I get the kill on both of these guys, because I can just do that much damage. No, I don't get the kill. He gets away with like 1 HP, I believe, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. As wow, I should have hit like Ki Blast or something like that. I could have killed him with just a regular Ki Blast. As still, the UI Goku comeback is nowhere to be found. But then again, I did fight this guy a whole bunch of times, so I don't remember when it actually was. That guy, he was really good at baiting my like DPs, but this guy's problem when fighting me is when he goes up against counter characters. I noticed this while he was playing Dato Doya as well. I think Dato was playing Jiren. He never risked it. He never risked it for the biscuit. He always tries to bait out, you know, a counter, the UI Goku. Oh my, another cursed image. Jesus. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. But he always tries to bait out the counters, the UI tech. Doesn't matter what it is, he always tries to bait it out. If he would go for safe jumps more often, he would be okay. But you'll see in the next game, the final game, why he gets destroyed. Alright. So, this is going to be the final match that I show you guys until next time, of course. But like I said, this guy, he double jump to it. Yeah, see, again, he would do it every single time if he were able to get out of the corner. Every single time. Sometimes I would go up and meet him directly. Other times I would be able to 2H it. But for the most part, he would always bag me with that. And it was so annoying because I knew how to punish it. Once again, if I, you know, chose to, you know, use my assist, again, it would bag him, but it reset us back to neutral, and I would get put in this dumb situation where he would immediately raw tag, and now I'm getting destroyed because I'm making stupid decisions, like trying to run out of the corner and mashing, even though sometimes that works, yet I get bagged for it. So now, Vegeta C assist, still goated, by the way, gets me going here. I'm able to take GT to the corner. Level 1 into level 3 just for the hard knockdown. Let's see how he decides to read it. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to vanish. Yep, there he goes, 2H. That's another thing this guy did. If he had bar, he was going to vanish. Right there, I tried I don't know what I tried to do. I'm stupid because I could have knocked down into assist, but I kind of figured if I used my Ki Blast, I'd be able to get the bar, but I just used 3 bars. And you guys know after like, what was it, like season 2, that's when they nerfed the bar, you know, how you gain bar after using supers. So that kind of sucked, and I felt the wrath of it right there. Thought I could get a bar as I get another happy birthday. Wow, okay, so this wasn't the match at all. This definitely isn't the match where I get the UI Goku comeback. Again, I do this thing where I try to go for TODs way too much. Like if I could, I would do that TOD all the time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. A lot of times it gets me killed. Kind of like here, like right now, do I do the UI tech? Yeah, I do, because the reason I did the UI tech right there is because I hadn't done it yet. And in my head, I'm like, all right, I haven't done it yet, and he keeps trying to bait it. This time he's finally gonna try to hit a button, and he's gonna get bagged for it. So the next time, I'm pretty sure that he gets a knockdown on me, I don't do the UI tech, and I'm pretty sure I just punch him in the face because once again he's trying to wait for it. And that's always a good sign. It means you got into somebody's head. As I get the DP, the punish vanish there, or the punish sparking, I tried to get a rejump right there, decided to reflect that instead of 2H it, because sometimes that's just the safer option. Oof, man, the reads with the air to air, and this should seal the deal. I'm mad I didn't get the UI Goku comeback in this video, but we've already gone on long enough. It's already been 20 minutes of recording time, and I gotta cut it there. Next time though, for sure, I will put the UI Goku comeback in here. Maybe the first video or the first scene of the video, and then we can talk about it from there. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please remember that God and anime are always on your side. Please come join the Bandit Army. Please follow me on Twitter, by the way. If you want to interact with me, that is the best place to do it. Not only that, like, I really do talk back to y'all, and you know, we can always have a fun time. But like I said, guys, that's all I got for y'all. Peace out.